earnings season again, and we're launching with about 85 companies this week. So it's kind of on the light side, but we are getting those big banks and a bunch of other interesting S&P 500 companies. Now I'm skipping the banks this quarter and I'm starting right with the other interesting companies because it's kind of a mixture of the transports, healthcare, and other key industries that you should be watching in addition to the banks. So let's dive right in and see what they are. Okay, the first key report you should be following is Delta Airlines, ticker DAL. Yes, it's on the transport side. And as you can see, they've missed 4 quarters in a row, but no one's surprised at this given what's happened in the airline industry during the pandemic. Shares, though, kept rallying on the reopen hope. But now we've reopened, so they're pulling back a bit here. They're up just 6.6% year to date, and they've actually fallen about 8% in the last month. So this is an interesting area. We know domestic demand is super hot, but international demand still is not, and that's where they're making the most of their money. So keep an eye on all the airline stocks this week. Then we're going to switch it over to healthcare. Now this is quite a chart from United Health Group, UNH. That is the health insurer. And as you can see, it's got a perfect track record. That's impressive because it didn't miss at all during the pandemic, kept meeting or beating, and now shares busting out again to new all-time highs, up almost 19% so far here in 2021. But what is valuations like? PE is now at 22 times. The health insurers used to be pretty cheap, but not quite so much anymore, although 22 isn't quite as bad if you're comparing it to tech or FANG, but it is on a little bit of the high side for the health insurers, which used to be considered value stocks just a few years ago. So this is one to watch because it's got a great chart and it looks like it's going to break out again. Then we are switching over to tech with Taiwan Semi. So we've heard a lot from the semiconductors and it's been kind of lackluster here, but Taiwan has a pretty good track record of beating in the last couple quarters, especially again during a global pandemic here. So that's impressive, but shares have kind of stalled out, up just 12% year to date, but not going anywhere recently. So we'll see if this earnings report can give them a little bit of a boost. And then we're going to move over to the uniform area. Now, I thought Cintas, which is on a fiscal year, so it's reporting its 4th quarter here, was earlier in the earnings season, usually around when Micron reports. So I was surprised to see it here, but maybe they got tired of playing second fiddle to Micron. I don't know. But look at that chart. Nobody should be playing second fiddle to Cintas here. Just that one miss back in 2016. Shares are busting out again, but up just 11% here year to date because they are pretty pricey, trading at about a PE of 38. Yes, it's the uniform maker, so it is a reopen play, but 38 times, it's not a tech company. That's pretty pricey. Then we're going to wrap it up with another transport, the hot railroad sector. Kansas City Southern, KSU, it has missed twice in the last 2 quarters there, but otherwise has a pretty good track record. Shares kept rising because, again, this is a reopen play and a play on the growth in the economy once everything reopened. And so that was justified because the rails have been reporting strong numbers, but shares starting to weaken here a bit as investors get a little bit tentative here given the big run. And the valuation is trading around 30 times forward earnings here. So that's a little pricey again, similar to UNH for a railroad. Historically, Kansas City Southern has not traded around 30. It's been more around low 20s to maybe 25 times. So it is a little pricey here, but all eyes will be on all the transports here on the reopen. So as you can see, it's a nice mix of companies that are reporting this week in addition to the banks, but we're getting all the large cap companies, those S&P 500 companies in the next several weeks here. And so there's going to be a lot of earnings action. This is expected to be possibly the best earnings quarter ever. I know I said that last quarter too, and that one was the best, but now this one is going to be the best. with a huge gain expected in earnings, over 9% higher than 2019 is the forecast. Are we going to get it? We will see. But you don't want to miss any of the Earnings All-Stars videos. I'm going to be making them for you all earnings season long. Get them all at Zacks.com/YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get them on Twitter. Get them somewhere. And I'll see you again next time with some more earnings charts.